on the road a lot, and we hear a lot of good stories. This is a great story. You got to hear this whole story. Watch it to the end. Great, great story.
Standing here looking at a beautiful 1956 Chevrolet two-door. This is gorgeous. Just happened to have the owner of this vehicle, and he gave me the history of it. This is wonderful. Listen to this. Now, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Matt Ingram. The car belongs to my father, Louis Ingram. There's a picture right here if you wanted to zoom in and see this picture.
Wonderful story.
He had this car, not the same car, but he had his car and when he was a younger man. That picture right there was from 1964. He actually picked my mom up for their first date, his 1956 Chevy. He always talked about his 56 Chevy. Well, when Uncle Sam called up and said you had to go to Vietnam, he sold the car, went to Vietnam, came back, and he always talked about that car, you know, as we were growing up, me and my brother were growing up. And so I had this really awesome idea to actually find a 56 Chevy and try to restore it and make it look like his and give it to him. Now, I actually teach automotive refinishing and collision repair at the Northern Net Technical Center. So we actually done this car at the Northern Net Tech Center in Warsaw, Virginia, with the students heavily involved in it. The only thing we outsourced on this vehicle was the upholstery.
Nice.
What we did with this car, we gave it to them for their 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh.
My mother knew about it, my brother knew about it, my father didn't have a clue about it. So we had an event and we pulled it up in there, and it was a very emotional, very
Oh, I can
awesome
imagine.
day.
Your father must be so proud of you.
He really, so when we got the car back from the event, we pulled it into the garage. The next day, my mom told me he went out there, took a chair out there, and you know, for like 3 weeks straight, he would go out there, drink his coffee, and just look at the car.
Oh, the memories that probably flooded him.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. What a great son.
Is this sticker right here.
Uh-huh.
My aunt is now passed. She was younger than my father, but she remembered him having that sticker on his car.
Uh-huh.
So she was telling me about it. So I searched on eBay and found this sticker. It's an actual vintage sticker from the 60s. And she was a little girl. She was like 10 years younger than he was. And just that was one of her memories of the car, so that's why we had that sticker in the car right now.
Now, was this a complete frame off restoration?
Yes, we have pictures in this photo album right here.
Look
yeah,
at
we took it completely apart.
Look at the attention to detail here. Your father must be so proud of you. God bless you. Unbelievable what you did for your mother and father.
And like I said, if you wanted to take a few minutes to look through the book, and the car was in rough shape. It was the only one I could find at the time. I had to go to Harrington, Delaware.
Could you open that up for me?
Yeah. So when we got the car, we picked it up.
Oh, wow.
That's what the car looked like.
Yep.
And we started the project. Like I said, everything was done at the school except the upholstery. The car was in rougher shape, obviously, than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So we had to do some, we replaced the entire floor pans front and back. We had to put partial quarters on the car.
Uh-huh.
And you can see how it
rusted through and through. Yeah. Unbelievable.
So like I said, we documented everything on the car.
Now, what did the students think of this project? Were they really totally in tune with it because of the meaning of this project?
Well, they didn't really know about the meaning of the project. We do a lot of different work at the Tech Center. We do anything from restoration to collision work.
Right.
Do something that needs an all-over paint job.
Right.
So the students will get behind it, the project, and this was a multi-year project over several different classes. And like I said, we have some pictures of some of the students actually doing the work of the car, and you can see the deconstruction that we had to do with this particular vehicle.
Beautiful.
And like I said, there are the new floor pans going in. And like I said, the body's off the chassis right there. Just kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. That you really. I mean, this went down to nuts and bolts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was completely taken apart.
Yeah.
There was not a bolt that was not touched on this car. We took the chassis, had it, we sandblasted in-house and primed it and painted it, and we started assembling the motor and the transmission, actually putting it in the car. I had some friends come up and help do the motor and transmission, and we dropped it in the car.
Yeah. Now, what type of motor did you put in here?
It's just a 350.
Uh-huh.
Just a little stock cam. We didn't want to make it too radical.
Right.
You know, You know, originally that car would have had a power glide in it, so we didn't want to do that. So we put a 350 turbo automatic transmission in the car just to make it a little bit more drivable.
Yes.
We went ahead and put the disc brake conversion kit on the front.
Uh-huh.
And we went ahead and put a power steering system on this car.
Nice.
Just to make it a little bit easier for you to drive.
Right, right. Yeah.
What we're going to do this fall to the car, we're going to take that carburetor off the car. We're going to go with the fuel injection system on the car.
Oh,
just
nice.
to make it a little bit more easier for my father to drive.
Yes, I gotcha. Excellent.
But there's actually a picture of my mom and dad with the car at the event, and they're, I don't know if you can see it with the glare, but they're I guess they're
Oh, the
recreating
first kiss. There you go. Reliving the first kiss.
Yep.
That's wonderful. Your father must be so happy. What a great son. I mean, really, what a great son.
Appreciate it.
Unbelievable. The joy you must have had handing him the keys with him not knowing about it.
Oh, it was a good day.
Yeah?
We had everybody come outside.
Yeah?
We were actually at Ingleside Winery.
Uh-huh.
We actually, you know, we rented the pavilion, and we had everybody come outside. He was the last one to come outside, and his jaw just dropped.
Oh. Now, was this the color of his car?
Yeah, this was the color. Yep. The red and
Good
white.
job. So, your father was drafted into the Vietnam War.
Yes.
Went over and actually physically served in Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
God bless him. With the Army?
Yes, with the Army. He was with the 25th Infantry. So every time I ever get a chance to see somebody wearing a Vietnam veteran's hat,
Always thank him for their service.
You
Welcome home. Thank you for your service, sir.
And
the greatest.
He's had some health issues from that with the Agent Orange and everything.
Yeah.
And you know.
Yeah.
He's gotten better with it. With some of the stuff he was diagnosed with.
Dog Motors has the 31 Ford two-door sedan for sale with small block Chevrolet 350 turbo with AC. Nice car. Got special made Bud Nix wheels on it all the way around. So give us a call. 571-221-2095. 31 Ford two-door sedan.